So Jay, good to be here in the gym with you. No Nigel Trav today.
No, someone's out, mate. He backdoored it on us.
Mate, like you said, there was a camera here as well. Didn't expect
Usually, he's front and centre. You know what I mean? You can't get him out of the gym when there's a camera here, but he's got other things to attend to in Moss side.
Busy man, he's doing great things.
Yeah, of course.
It's Jay, obviously, just a few weeks almost now, back from an amazing weekend in Abu Dhabi with Chantelle, collecting all the marbles. Akib, good performance as well. Can't overlook that.
I think Chantelle was unbelievable. I thought McGaskill was always going to be awkward.
Yeah, he was. Listen, a lot of people was seen as a real pick and fight, wasn't it?
The bookies couldn't separate him. I always felt like she would sort of dominate it the way she did. The scorecards again was ridiculous. You know what I mean? There's like two of them. Yeah. If they'd have scored one more round to McGaskill, the fight would have been a draw. Yeah. It's insane. But I thought she'd sort of control it the way she did, even though it'd be a bit scrappy in patches, which it was. But yes, it was a great win for her. That's all she's ever wanted to achieve. So where do you go from here now? But and Akib's coming on so much, and I think that was his best performance as a pro. And I think the reason that is because he's not listened a lot of the time in terms of nutrition. That's been a big thing. What's let him down? He's been doing it the old school way. Going from the amateurs, and I've been trying to tell him and get him to do it, but obviously sometimes he's better coming from somebody else. And he turned to Sam, who's Jack's nutritionist, Sam McKenzie, and worked wonders for him. Worked with him for 8 weeks. And he made the weight the best he's ever done it, and you could feel it in him. He was so much stronger physically and healthier going into the fight. So I think that'll be a big turning point for him now.
No, good. Like you say, because soon, obviously, he'll be contesting titles very soon. He'll be ready to let off the leash soon. But I think, I always say it, they don't realise these young fighters, when they get stuck. I've seen it like top-class amateurs, like Akib was, internationals, and they get stuck in that, training in a sweatsuit, dehydrating themselves, crashing weight, I'd say. Yeah. And it's you could see that in Akib's performance. The strength just looked a little bit different this time.
They get stuck in that rut of, it worked in the past. But doing 3 rounds and doing 10, 12 rounds is such a big difference. And it's different, you're in there with big, strong men, even the ones who aren't very good, the journeymen who are just, survivors and who are solid. They still push you hard and make you work. So I think he's realised that now, and he's, when you look at Akib's record, he's fought a couple of journeymen, but he's fought the type of journeyman who don't get stopped.
A few good names, like your Kane Bakers and stuff like that. A few good names on it.
But he's been matched much tougher than your average
Ben Fields is on there as well,
Ben Fields in his second fight. So, and I only took that fight for him because it was a 4-rounder. It was early in his career. I knew he could sort of sharpshoot him and outbox him, but I knew he'd have to stick to a game plan. But it would only be up for 4 rounds.
He's been match reasonably tough, hasn't
exactly
it?
That. So it's good experience for him early on in his career, which will stand him in much better stead when he starts challenging for titles. Then it would have done him just standing there blasting 10 kids out who've been stopped half the time, and he won't learn anything from it.
I think, I asked you this before, but that weekend's got to rank right up there as one of your best weekends in boxing as a coach. A coach, for sure.
Of course, I think we're all involved in the sport because you want them types of moments.
Yes,
and
that was one of them.
Chantelle wanted to be a world champion, but to become undisputed is like something things dreams are made of. So to be able to walk alongside her and experience that with her, and be part of it was just unbelievable. And I don't really get excited for fights anymore. I love what I do, and I love the fighters what I train. We've got a real good relationship, and it's like an extended family. But that proper exciting feling, it's hard to come by because you do it so often. I think last year we had 20 odd fights. So it's hard to get excited for. But then big ones like that, they don't come around that often, and when they do, it's such a good feeling.
If you could pick a fight for Chantelle next time out, the perfect fight for her, I think Chantelle's made it pretty obvious the fight she wants. What would you pick for her?
Obviously, Katie Taylor.
That's the one.
And that's not, disrespecting Katie in any way, shape or form. It comes from a place of respect.
Yeah.
She's so well thought of. She's achieved so much. And in this sport, you want your fighters to be able to challenge
Involved
the
in
very
the
best
biggest possible
and try
fights,
and test herself against the very best. I honestly feel that Chantelle could beat Katie Taylor, and that's not, again, being disrespectful to Katie. Maybe timing would be one of them, but I think stylistically she's really well suited. A lot of the time in the big fights Chantelle's been involved in, she's had to box. She's had to go on the back foot herself and be adaptable. That's not her first and foremost style. She's an aggressive fighter.
Come forward fighter.
Since she started boxing for Eddie on Sky, it's just worked out that she's not been able to implement that. She's had to box on the back foot. But Katie would try and outbox Chantelle, and then I think you'd see the best
styles would gel.
Type of style for Chantelle.
So just in the gym earlier, we've seen two lads who we'll quickly talk about. Jack Catterall.
Yeah.
It seems like it's almost done. The obvious fight there. A lad who we've just seen up the road just a few hours ago in Josh Taylor at his new home at the Rotunda. Any further information on that? Or are we just waiting? New Year?
Yeah, nothing's set in stone. I think Ben Shalom
he's almost over the line.
Confirmed it yesterday. Said all the deal's done. Basically, they're just confirming dates and the venue and stuff like that. So apparently that's all still up in the air. But the contracts are there and it's all ready to go. So exciting times.
And final one on the way out there, I was just chatting to Rocky from Stocker.
Yeah.
He's back. He's back over here, and what a fantastic fight that is. It's I know that. Listen, no disrespect to Chris Billum-Smith because he's a great lad and he's doing fantastic. But I think straight away people saw that card announced in Bournemouth.
Yeah.
And they thought, wow, Dan Aziz versus Rocky Fielding for the British title. What a fight that is.
It's a great fight. And, style-wise, it's going to gel really well. Obviously, I'm assuming they're looking at Rocky going, listen, good name, ex-world champion, super middleweight, coming up to light heavyweight. But he's always been a big super middleweight. And I've said to him for the last couple of years, he's probably better for you to be boxing at light heavyweight now.
He took his power up to light heavyweight.
He's always been heavier handed, the sort of heavier he's been. And I felt for the last couple of years that dragging himself down to super middleweight at this age has took a little bit of spite out of his shots. And I think he'll punch a lot harder at light heavyweight. So I think it's going to be a great fight. And obviously Aziz he's a good fighter, solid fighter, but he's on the way up and he's still learning the ropes, and Rocky's got so much experience. So it's one of them sort of, is it going to be, is he going to be getting Rocky at the right time?
Timing could be a huge thing. Or is it
have they got their timing wrong? Then is it a bit too early? Exactly that. So I'm looking forward to it. It's only 5 weeks to think away.
Yeah.
So it's exciting before Christmas.
I can't wait for it, Jay. Listen, I wish you, Nigel, all the boys, and Chantelle, of course, all the best for the rest of the year.
Thank you very much, mate.
We'll catch up very soon.
Cheers, Ant.
Sound. World Cup. Right, okay. Okay, United Ronaldo. But, okay, go. Jay, fellow Red. I've just realised the other year, actually, last time we won the FA Cup, we ended up sitting next to each other randomly, didn't we? Yeah. When Jesse scored the... right. The obvious one.
It's been a while since them days, mate.
Oh, God, it has. Good times are coming back, though, yeah?
I feel it. I can feel it, yeah.
The tide's turn. Obvious one. What's your take on the Ronaldo interview? What happens? Do we see him at Old Trafford again? Do you want to see him at Old Trafford again?
Mate, we were talking about this with the lads last night. So it was all out for my mates from school. We was talking about this topic. I mean, I'm being deadly honest here.
Yeah. So it's going to be controversial.
Was he wrong to do the interview?
Yeah.
Of course he was, because you're stabbing your mates in the back.
Yeah.
You're stabbing the club in the back.
Yeah.
Who he's had so much success with over the years.
Yeah.
Was what he actually said wrong?
No, I'm with you, in that sense.
I don't think so
at all.
It can't
be when he's, and God bless the chef who he said is a nice guy and that, but you've got to you've got to think where things just haven't moved on as a club, and it's hard for us, when you're around that.
Of course, I've been told this of a few people.
So many people have said it. He's probably just highlighting some facts, hasn't he?
So he's not telling lies.
Yeah.
And probably one thing what's probably pulled a few fans back on side is him talking about the Glazers. Openly, which not many people in that position
there was a lot of listen, like I say, no, absolutely wrong with some of the stuff he's done, and realistically he's going to go and probably should go.
Exactly that. Was he wrong in what he said? No. Was he wrong in doing what he's actually done? Yeah. So and I don't think there's any way that he can come back from that. I don't think he wants to. I think the reason he's done it is that he
wants to go.
He wanted to put a nail in his own coffin with United and move away. So I think he'll be gone in January, and I don't think anyone from a supporter's point of view should have any hard feelings. We should still hold him in the same regard as we have done. As he messed up towards the end, but listen, let's forgive and forget, because he's a club legend.
It is, and he gets away with it.
Yeah, of course he does, yeah.
Last one, World Cup, first time, this time, it's very strange. Are you up for it, Jay?
It's different, isn't it?
Yeah,
it's different. I've always got that nostalgia feeling. So my proper first memory of the World Cup was Italia 90.
Yeah.
So I was just sort of going from primary school to high school, and so when you get to them summer months and you start thinking, it's World Cup year and stuff like that. So it is a bit different, but I'm still excited for it, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it plays out, and the time difference and stuff like that, and the time of the year. But I'm looking forward to it.
Last one, your tip.
Predictions.
You've got a free £10 bet. Who's it going with?
You see, generally anyone who does well in the Euros doesn't sort of carry it through into the World Cup.
Yeah.
So, and I had a stat the other day that a winner of the European Cup has never qualified for the World Cup, which is a mad stat.
Did Spain not do
true.
1 year where they won them both for? But it might have been vice
might have been World Cup and then European. Yeah, so I don't know how true that stat is, but I think we'll do well.
Yeah.
We've
got to get through the group, haven't we? It's not being disrespectful.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
going to be hard work by the look of it on paper. I'm not a big Southgate fan. I think tactically he got it wrong in the final, and we needed to be more adventurous, more aggressive, use our best assets, which we didn't do. So hopefully he's learned from them mistakes, and we can have a good World Cup. But I think we'll do well. I fancy us to get at least to the semis.
Good times. Who wins?
I'm going to go Argentina. But I think we'll do well.
Thank you, Jay. Thanks for having us. And, mate, I will catch you up very soon at a show on the 3rd of December. You've got Lerone Harrison on, the title Lerone Harrison. Yeah. I've got a few lads on, and then...
Make sure you track us aside, because Nigel's about...
Oh, they always are when he's about. See you then.